welcome back to my YouTube channel. Today's video is going to be very interesting. Today's video we're going to be talking about a lot of things that probably nobody else wants to talk about. We are going to be doing a very deep girls talk, and this is specifically for your 20-somethings. Honestly, this can relate to anybody. It doesn't have to be female. You don't have to be in your 20s. This literally can relate to anybody, but today we're going to be talking about those things that we definitely need to be addressed and clocking your teeth. If some of these things relate to you, that's okay, you know, and just things you should be aware about and should work on. And in no way I am not telling y'all that I too do not do these things, because I have caught myself slipping doing these things numerous times, and that's actually what made me want to do this video. Things and habits that you do on a day-to-day basis might just seem normal to you. I'm also not God or the wizard or anybody who has the right to judge others, but again, these are some things that you could be aware about if you weren't already before. I'm a super aware person, extremely self-aware, so when I find things about myself that I know I can change up, I'm pretty sure there's somebody else out there that can relate, and that's why I just wanted to make this video. I'm 20 years old, so I'm gonna talk about things how I would like to talk about them. If these don't resonate with you, or if you differ in any way, simply click off this video or leave your opinion in the comments. I personally do not mind, but I will be sharing my opinions today, uncut and freely. If you guys enjoy this deep talk, make sure y'all like, comment, and subscribe, and don't forget to turn on post notifications so you don't miss any of my uploads. Alright y'all, so I jotted some things down in my notes because honestly it was just too much. Like, the more I kept seeing things, I just kept jotting them down. Like, I need to write this down, I need to write this down, because y'all need to know about it. Like, I care about y'all. I want y'all to be successful, not just in the sense of having all the money, being rich and all of that. Like, I want y'all to be successful internally. Like, I want y'all to feel good about y'all selves. I want y'all to wake up every day feeling like y'all can do anything and that you're just spiritually and mentally free. You're not stressed all the time. That's what I mean when I want y'all to be good. Like, that's what I care about the most, because I know personally that's just what I struggle with the most. So I'm just trying to relate to y'all and kind of help y'all if you don't have anybody else in your ear telling y'all these things. All right, so the very first thing, I don't know what made me, like, this is the first thing that made me even start talking about just deep girls talk and clocking anything. But the thing I see the most is the promotion of our body parts, and this is mainly for women. This is just what I see as an outsider on TikTok. I don't post this kind of content simply because I'm not interested, but I've noticed that a lot of people on social media post a lot of things just simply to get the engagement or views or attention. So before we get into that point, I'm going to tap into another point and say that a digital footprint is actually very real. I feel like a lot of people don't consider that anymore, because recently there haven't been a lot of stories of people losing jobs or really important positions or careers or whatever due to that. But digital footprint is really real, and the comments that people leave, the content people make, some things I feel like people need to be reevaluated on. We're really open on social media now for whatever reason, especially sexually, which brings me to my next point. For some reason, a lot of people are just promoting like how good they can do it in the bed. Like, what happened to promoting your talents? What happened to promoting, like I said, I'm not trying to judge nobody. Shoot, I still laugh at some of these TikTok things I see on social media. I love a good bed rock session occasionally on Instagram Reels and TikTok. But what I'm saying is, I've just seen a lot of ladies in particular promoting that. And unfortunately, it's younger ladies as well. I'm 20 years old. I done seen women above my age and a lot below my age talking about this. The perfect example of this is that TikTok trend when JT was talking about like, oh, this act good, I swear. And they were just like, I swear, like, y'all don't got nothing else to promote. Like, I literally seen a quote from Facebook posted on Instagram saying like, my man talking about this food good, he ain't had none of this yet. Like, you simply couldn't just have talked about your cooking skills or like what you like doing for fun. Like, I get it, that don't get the engagement, that don't really get the views all the time, so that might not be the one thing you want to post all the time. But I don't think I want to sit up here talking about how good my pee is just because it will get me some views or girls can relate to it. Like, I just simply do not want that being related to me. Like, I don't want, when people see it's Courtney, I don't want them thinking her at good. Like, what? Y'all don't even need to know that. The only person that needs to know that is the one I'm having relations with. So I feel like that is just too normalized in my opinion. It just throws me off so bad, especially when we're younger, because you have so much about you. Like, everybody is so unique in so many ways. There's so many other things you could talk about and show that you have something else to bring to the table. Everybody got one of them. So it's just like, after a point it gets old. We all have that, yeah. So it's just like, find something else to promote. Talk about how good your cooking is. Talk about how good you can read out loud. Talk about how good you can paint. Anything. There's so many other things that people actually don't know how to do or don't have that you could be promoting yourself and actually be different. That long topic, but y'all get what I'm saying. On to the next one. Unhealthy habits, and this is just one that I pointed out. Consuming too much media and being too invested in other people's lives. I can easily say that I am a person that is consumed by media. I do have like a fake little social media addiction. I'm always on there, and my screen time numbers are kind of out of the roof. Part of that, I would make the excuse for myself that I am a content creator, so I also do have to like edit all the time and just find ideas, but occasionally I do spend a lot of time throughout the day, you know, just scrolling and seeing what other people got going on. I used to be one of those people that were super investigated in what celebrities have going on and influencers and everything, but the more I developed, the more I realized like all of those are distractions to keep you away from what you're actually supposed to be doing. Of course, if somebody having a new baby, you, oh yeah, that's great, congrats, like, you know, but being too invested, and I'm talking about when you're in Twitter comments and you're just reading everything and you feel the need to respond and repost anything that you see that you don't agree with, like it gets to a point where it's kind of like insanity. Like you don't want to be that too engaged, because that's how you know they got you. The whole point of social media is to distract you and put you in everybody else's business and make you want to pay more attention to other people's lives rather than your own. So all I'm saying is stop yourself when you find you're doing too much. Like at some point I had to unfollow the Shade Room off Instagram because I was just scrolling the comments. I'm looking, like I'm getting angered, and I'm like, wait, how are these people that don't even know me messing up my energy and getting me all riled up like this? Like you're doing way too much. Like you need to get your ass off Instagram and, you know, touch some grass. You need to get the fuck out the house. Honestly, I feel like people need to be more aware of that, because like when I be on TikTok and stuff and I see like super long stories and stuff, I don't even give it no engagement. Like it has to be really interesting now for me to do that, because I've just try to teach myself, hey, you're doing too much, you're too engaged, you're too engaged, you're too engaged. A little part piggybacking off of that is I feel like if you're an influencer or you're a content creator, depending on who it is, your supporters sometimes feel as if they know you, and I feel like that also plays a role, because if you're a supporter of somebody else and you feel like you know them to the point where you need to be like, oh, this is not like you, or da 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 da, you see what I'm saying? Like you're too engaged with the person so much that you actually think you know them just based off social media, and then you're just so focused and engaged. You're always commenting things, or you're always considering things. Like long story short, don't be too engaged in social media, because that's literally the whole point of social media. Don't be one of them people. Moving on to something I was talking about earlier, being self-aware. I have worked on this and I'm still working on this, but it's like one of my favorite aspects of life, because you literally are you. You get to analyze literally everything you do, say, think, enjoy. Like you're you, so you get to analyze all of that. And I feel like the best thing that you can do is become self-aware, but also those bad parts. Being self-aware and like actually being self-aware is like being able to understand your strengths, which you're really good at, the weaknesses, which you're like really freaking bad at, things you need to work on, your flaws, your perfections, like literally everything about yourself. Like really open up. Don't just be one of them people that I'm such a good friend, or I'm so this, I'm so that. You also need to consider, yeah, you're also so this and this, and that's normal. Nobody's perfect, but you need to also acknowledge that, because all you're going to be looking at is the good, and you're not 100% good. Nobody is. Everybody has something that is part of that bad percentage. So all I'm saying is kind of be aware of that, because people start thinking they're too perfect and they're too this and they're too this, but you're not even being real with yourself. You're not even acknowledging them parts that need some acknowledgement. Like next one, don't chase after men. This can obviously vary, because there's so many different types of situations people can have, and this is not strictly to men either. I don't have any judgment on your sexual preferences or anything like that. Whoever your partner is, whatever, don't chase after love. How about we say that? Focus on yourself. If you find that you're really having trouble finding a mate, finding love, focus on yourself. That's the best thing I can tell anybody. And obviously it sounds better than what it is. Like social media is pushing this motive of, oh, I have to be in a relationship, oh, I want a boyfriend, I need a boyfriend, I need a girlfriend, I need this. Social media is making you want a relationship, obviously, yes. So it's gonna be harder probably now, this day and age. Short little story, I met my boyfriend, we've been together for 4 years. When I first met him, I was focused on myself. I had just got out of a bad relationship and I just wanted to focus on myself. I did have a little crush, you know, but I was focused on myself nonetheless, and I was just like, the last one didn't work out, let me take some time for myself and really just like find out what I enjoy, rediscover myself, you know, just rekindle with myself and what I like doing. And then the relationship just came about. I honestly feel like when you're just focused on yourself and just, you know, putting all that energy that you would put in a relationship to yourself, it's gonna come anyway. There's so many people in this world. You're telling me you're not gonna at least get romantically involved with at least one? Like, just focus on yourself. People are gonna come. Like, people, there's so many people everywhere. No matter where you go, it's people. So you're gonna end up finding somebody at some time. Focus on yourself in the meantime, because you will lose yourself. Just keep looking for the neck. Like, all that looking, look in yourself. Do all of that in yourself. That will mess up your mental health more than anything. Next, find niches and hobbies that you like. and then try to see if you can make some bread off of it. This could be opinionated because I'm just somebody who simply wants to be my own boss, and I don't really want to have to answer to anyone, and I also am very creative and very hands-on. I like to do different things, so maybe that's why I came up with this. But if you find something that you really like and you know you can make a profit off of it, I suggest doing that. I feel like you can really turn a hobby or just a little something into the something that changes your life and makes your life amazing. YouTube is going to be that thing for me. I manifested, I already claimed it. Like, YouTube is going to be that thing for me. It's just something that stuck with me for the longest, and I feel like if I did this from when I was like 10 to the point where I'm 20 now, there's no way I'm giving this up. Like, I need to keep going. I'm learning too many new things. I'm getting too raw with stuff. Like, this needs to be my thing. If you find something similar to that, or you find something you really just can't let go of, try it. Try to make a profit off of it. Try to see if you can learn new things, new ways to make that a source of income. You know what I'm saying? Like, next topic, going back to social media, please do not be too influenced. Y'all, I swear on TikTok, especially in the beauty world, let's talk about the beauty world, there are so many insecurities that are popping up that I didn't even know existed. A lot of insecurities that people are just coming up with, like, about themselves, are making other people insecure about themselves as well. Please don't get influenced. A lot of people are making these things up so that they can also incorporate products and services and things to sell you. They are trying to sell these things to you. They are influencers. They're trying to influence you to get these products and services and all this. Like, don't be too influenced. You will go broke. There's so many products and things out there. If you know you absolutely really don't need something, or you really just don't have the money for it, don't get it. Stop making these influencers and other people feel like you absolutely have to have it just because they have it and it look good on their little reel or TikTok. I had to learn this, but I learned this very quickly. I'm not gonna hold you. I'm already a naturally cheap person, so this was very simple for me. All I knew is if you don't have the money, you're probably not gonna use it that many times after you buy it. Just don't buy it. You're wasting your money. You just worked an 8-hour shift and you finna go spend it on TikTok shop things because Susie told you to. Like, I honestly feel like that is dead, especially in this economy. Use your money for the right things, and we're gonna get right into that because I feel like that was the perfect transition for the next topic. Think about being financially free. And this is easier said than done because you sometimes have to have resources or support. Luckily, I have an amazing father who also plays a role as my mentor, who gets me into finance and really like tells me the importance of this, because a lot of people are not addressing it and a lot of people don't really think about it. But think about it. Just maybe listen to a few podcasts, watch a few videos. If you're in school, maybe ask other students, as professors. Me personally, I'm kind of interested in crypto and stocks, and I'm just from personal experience, long story short, I feel like I'm going to be pretty financially set. The goal is to be financially free. Obviously, just at my age and what I'm doing, I feel like I'm pretty confident in the direction my life is going. My small suggestion would just be take out a little bit of money and invest it in different places. Research first, obviously, but just take a little bit of that money out. The same money you was finna use to buy them products that Susie told you to buy, you can probably put that money in a little bit into the stock market, or a little bit into crypto, or a little bit into whatever else that people engage with to make some money. And also think about long-term investments. That's the most important one. Think about your future. Yes, you young and turned, like, yeah, you outside, but you're not gonna be outside forever. And if you is, kudos to you, but most people are not gonna be outside forever. So therefore, think about long-term sometimes, like at least occasionally. Like, a lot of people would say, oh, we're young, we have so much time, until it gets to that point where you no longer have the time, and then you're like, damn, I probably should have actually put a little money into this, or probably thought about that sooner. Don't be one of those people. Like, regret is like one of the things, like, you can't do anything about it. Once you regret something, it's just like, dang, I wish I could have. You can't do anything no more. So just think about it. A lot of people not saying that. A lot of people trying to put this narrative, like I said, we young and tired, we outside. Yeah, be outside, but then eventually you're gonna be inside needing some money if you don't think about that shit now. So I'm just saying. Next is tap into your beliefs in spirituality. I'm not gonna talk about this too much because this obviously varies. I don't care if you're spiritual, religious, whatever you believe in, but just, you know, tap in, understand that you're put on this earth to experience life as who you are. Like, I'm experiencing life as Courtney. That is just what it is. I'm personally infatuated with spirituality, so that is what I use on a day-to-day basis, but it has greatly affected my life. I am happy on a day-to-day basis. Even when bad things are happening, I am happy on a day-to-day basis simply because of spirituality. I don't want to go into it too much because, you know, religion and spirituality and things like that, definitely people like to get a little beefy about that, so we don't have to go into that too much. But find a purpose, just believe. Even if that's just believing in yourselves. If you don't really care about the other things, believe in yourself. That's it. But find something to help motivate you, just help get you through life. Life can be shitty. I'm not gonna hold y'all. Like, I'm literally a college student. Sometimes them days get hard and like stuff just keeps stacking and stacking and stacking and stacking. So that's why I say that, because on those days, if you don't have anything that you're like believing in or like using to guide you, you can crash out, and you don't want to crash out. Don't crash out. Try your best not to crash out. That's another thing that's normalized. You don't have to crash out. You don't have to crash out. This is the last topic I'm gonna talk about because I feel like I've been yapping for so long now, but I really want to touch on this just because I feel like it was on the list for a reason. Another thing that's super normalized in this generation is being nonchalant. I don't really know why. People just want to seem cool now. People just want to seem like, I really don't know what that even is. All I'm gonna say is be true to yourself. If you know you're not nonchalant, or you like yapping, or you like talking and being friendly to people and being outgoing, go ahead and do that. Don't let social media make you think that going out and talking to people is lame. I wish I was one of those people. I'm naturally introverted. I'm kind of socially awkward depending on the day. I don't know, being nonchalant is not cool. Like, to me personally, it's not. I like, if everybody was nonchalant, the whole freaking world would be boring. Social media would be boring. Social interaction with people would be boring. So don't be one of the people that do things simply because you're nonchalant. Like, I ain't really gonna say nothing to them. I'm just cool. I'm nonchalant. I don't really mess with people like that. Like, why not? Because you naturally can't. Like, you have some type of anxiety or something that's not allowing you to, or you're simply not because TikTok told you to last night that you just be on some chill shit. Like, I don't know how to describe it, y'all, but don't be one of those people. If you're naturally not nonchalant, don't force yourself to be simply because TikTok told you to. That's all I'm saying. That concludes this talk. I hope this video was long enough. I hope this video was compelling enough, because these are just things I've been seeing. I feel like I should talk about it on my channel because I'm pretty sure my audience is around the same age as me. So I'm pretty sure y'all seeing this stuff too. I know I'm not tweaking, but that's why I'm just saying, like, I just wanted to address it because I feel like if nobody else is gonna say anything, I will. So if y'all enjoyed this video, if y'all want a part 2, please let me know. I love talking, especially about things like this. If you guys enjoyed this video, make sure you like, comment, and subscribe, and don't forget to turn my post notifications so you don't miss any of my uploads. If y'all want a dedicated video on any of these topics or a combination of these topics, please let me know. I'll be more than happy to further discuss and break down my thought process behind my opinion. But I love you guys so much, and I will see you guys in my next video. Bye.